I don't know, it just might come down to poetry or parrots. I have nothing against parrots, by the way. As a bird, I love them. When people become like parrots, and you know what that means. Thoughts create things. Feel it real. Just move. When people if you condense this down to a bumper sticker, if you just parrot what someone else is saying or doing, you're not exploring, you're not expanding, you're not stretching. I'm a massive fan of stretching, of shifting, of... It's the tiny little stretches. It's those little innocent and trusting explorations that change everything. In other words, don't oversimplify this, but also don't overcomplicate it. Here's oversimplifying it. I'm in the state of lack. Well, so am I. You know what? I lack getting bored. Some folks, they doubt themselves. I doubt the news. You get them inviting to explore a little bit more. You see, I'm very blessed. I've got 3 backgrounds that really helped change my life. One of them is the Neville Goddard one. You've probably tuned in for some of that today. The other one is old school neurolinguistic programming, not the new stuff. There's some new good guys out there, but for the most part, I'm seeing a lot of parrots in NLP too. People that just say things, they're not exploring things. Richard always invited you to explore. Don't just repeat what he does. He says, what I do, I do. Don't do what I do. Use this stuff to explore so you can do what you can do with it. See, I'm a big fan of exploring. I'm not a big fan of endless explanations. So I invite you to explore. There's nothing wrong with lack. I lack being bored. You get it? Can you hear it? I also lack doubting myself. I do doubt the news. I doubt the fact that it's the full moon really matters. I doubt that what someone says to me about women today is going to matter to me either. You know, I love that one. Let's go to manifestingmasterycourse.com, lesson 1, just for fun. Right? I'll give you a peek into it. The girls giggled. The young guy. He breaks off from his mates. He starts walking over to the 2 girls. They look at each other. They giggle. He turns around, goes back, and he never touches, sniffs, decides to walk toward a girl again. He dies lonely under a bridge holding his skateboard, saying, I could have been someone. Now, why did he turn around? Why did he let it impact him so bad? You see, he didn't turn around because the girls giggled. The girls were giggling because a boy actually finally worked up the nerve. They were happy. I could tell. I've seen it before. And guess what? If I'm wrong, that's still what I'm imagining, because I'm moving forward. I'm going to go touch, sniff, talk to the girl, ask her out, move around the world and marry her. Just for fun. Anyway, join us on the Feel It Real Fun show. Because we invite you to get a little confused so you can experience more of the kingdom. You see, people get very clear about what is in their castle. This is what I defend. This is what I know is right. This is where I'll stay. And we'll say, hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with what you're telling me. It may or may not be useful. It may or may not be right. It got you to where you are. You want to get someplace else? You got to stretch. You got to stretch those eagle wings out so those invisible air currents can carry you higher and higher. Dream-driven day folks know what I'm talking about. It's the little tiny stretches. This weekend, we've got the final call for the current Dream-driven day crowd. You guys are rock stars. And in 21 days exactly, we kick off the next round. That's the last one for this financial year. Oh boy. That's dreamdrivenday.com. See, it's all about stretching, gang. See, a lot of people, they settle, they sink, They just want to they want things to calm down. I want you to go explore. I want you to explore, where is doubt useful? I doubt the news. I doubt politicians. I doubt experts. Because the experts told me you're going to have to live forever with the pain in your arms. The experts told me you'll need to go on medication to survive with PTSD. Do you think I'm doing a little better than surviving? Let me know. The experts say, when you grow up on welfare, it was something like when I was a youngster, they said 72% of y'all aren't going to do nothing with your lives. And I said, all right, I'm not part of the majority. I didn't go to college. I did a little bit. I did the police academy thing, paid for that. Did naturopathy school, quit that, never graduated. Too many laws around that. You can tell where my mind was at the time. Anyway, along the way I found this, and found it again, and dove deeper, stretched more, soar higher. Because if you doubt, doubt can be useful. You see, in the Native American things, here's what I learned. One of my mentors told me every plant has a purpose. There are no bad plants. And I thought poison ivy was bad. At the time, I thought tobacco was bad. I was told that killed my grandma. My dad told me, nah, she died because something else. I'm not going to go there. But I was told tobacco killed her so I wouldn't smoke. Radio. Anyway, I enjoy a good cigar every week with my buddy Mal. Meanwhile, I want you to develop some attitude. I want you to start exploring that. You know what? Doubt can be useful. What can you doubt today? See, what would you doubt if your wish were fulfilled? I doubt that I'm going to have a lonely Christmas. See, some people doubt their spouse can be faithful. God, I find that funny, because you know how men's and women's are. Yep. 50% of the women who read Cosmopolitan cheat on their husbands. Right, there's her Cosmo magazine. Meanwhile, men are dogs. They all want to, whatever. See, I'd start doubting what's useful to doubt. I'd stop doubting what doesn't matter. I'd start doubting see, what would you doubt if your wish were fulfilled? What would you lack if your wish were fulfilled? So the other day we had company, and company says, hey, where's a good place to get petrol? In other words, gasoline if you're in the U.S. And Victoria said, right around the corner at the 7-Eleven. And company goes, what? She goes, yeah, right around the corner at the 7-Eleven. Oh, well, they're not cheap. I said, right. You asked where there's a good place to get gas. If you need gas, it's right around the corner. You see, this is a conversation with people that imagine two very different things about money. What are you imagining? If you got gold today, I've got a couple suggestions. One, easymanifestingmethods.com. Go there, check out those little videos on the first page. If you like them, sign up for the rest of them. Right? Why not? It's good fun. See, here's what will happen if you do that. If you sign up for the rest of them, you'll get a set of videos every day for 7 days. It'll take you about 15 minutes total. To do that, you got to sign up. You got to find the confirmation email. It may be in your inbox, promotions, or spam. Drag it to your inbox. If it's not there, click on the link. Then we're legally allowed to send things to you. See, we do things by the book here. Remember, I'm an ex-cop. Ooh, what do you imagine about me now? See, that's how fast you imagine. Oh, I trust him. Oh, I don't like cops. See, people imagine that fast, and they insist on doing things that are slow. Well, if if you imagine a vision board works for you, a vision board will work for you. Rightio. Well, do you need a vision board to imagine a vision board works for you? No, you don't. If you want to have fun with sticky tape, imagine having fun with sticky tape and crayons. I don't care. I love crayons. All right, sticky tape, yeah, I can take it or leave it. It gets on my fingers, and I can't type. You see, if you don't need a vision board to do a vision board. You don't need a vision board to do affirmations. You don't do affirmations to do a vision board. You imagine something and you do all that dumb shit. Just imagine what you want instead. Anyway, if you're getting gold, if you get mildly confused listening to what we're doing and we're inviting you to new territory, ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. That's the 90-day adventure. It's $97. Takes about 15 minutes a day. Don't try to figure it out. Just do it. If you play, you'll get gold. If you try to figure it all out, you're just going to reinforce your head. Off with your head. Your head is just the resistance. It's good for balancing the checkbook, but it's not all that fun for enjoying wealth, richness, the moment. Meanwhile, you need it, but you don't want to let it run the show. Got it? You run the show, not your think you do. One more. DreamDrivenDay.com. The doors are open. We start in 21 days exactly. It's going to rock your world. 30 days of play, 30 people. You can play in the Facebook group. Yeah, we get a little private Facebook group for each Dream Driven Day group. You can play with us live on the live calls. Each group gets 3 calls. That's like 6 hours of good fun. You don't have to show up for them if you don't want to. Or if you miss them, they'll be recorded. No big deal. So you got 30 days of play, Facebook group, live calls. 3 lucky people in the group. Get a one-on-one. Anyhow, that's at DreamDrivenDay.com. Go there, have fun. We're going to be putting some photos up on that site. Oh my God, it's going to be fun. And that's what I got. Explore, expand, experience excellence. Have a great day. See ya.